We all know them, the super crazy Facebook ads experts who spread myths without questioning them. Today, we take a closer look at these myths. I also picked out a few suitable examples from the Facebook ads library in order to be able to present it to you better visually. Let's go. Surely 95% of you have heard that you should only ever use video format for Facebook ads, no matter what product or service you sell or who the target group is. As many of you can now imagine, this is not always true. Of course, video ads often work very well because this format allows you to present problems, solutions, and USPs in more detail. But that doesn't mean that video ads are always the best choice in every case. When you start your first tests, I always recommend testing different formats. Of course, video ads always have some advantages over other formats, but why should you test image ads now? Although video ads are the most popular format, there are also situations in which other formats simply work better. For example, many people like image ads because they can be consumed quickly, perfect when you're on the go, on the train, or doing sports, for example. Image ads can convey clear messages without having to watch a video, because the problem with videos is sometimes that people just jump off very quickly due to a lack of concentration. Especially in this day and age, or depending on the target group where the attention span is like a fish. Another thing is that by increasing the number of formats, more users can be reached, which is of course better. The Facebook algorithm is smart and knows exactly which Facebook user prefers which format. Of course, there are users who prefer to consume videos, but of course there are also users who consume image ads or other formats. Of course, there are products or services that require more or less explanation than other products. That's why explainer videos are often a good choice for explaining problems and solutions. But here too, don't neglect other formats. One example is even our own Facebook ads, our own advertisements, which can also be seen in the Facebook ads library. We also use a lot of image ads, although our tool requires a lot of explanation. We simply tested it and found that in some cases, image ads work just as well or even better than video ads, depending on the target group, etc. As an example, in one of our image ads, if I now use what we can see here as an example, we have quickly summarized one of the most important functions of our tool. In a nutshell, we show how you can use Adverfly to solve the problem of Facebook ad tracking. This clear message simply speaks to our target group directly without them having to watch a long video. Another common mistake is that formats are only tested once at the beginning and then forgotten. You should test different formats again, especially with re-engagement and retargeting campaigns. In this phase, the target group already knows the problem and is often still undecided because of small hurdles such as shipping costs or other reasons such as a lack of trust, for example. For example, you could do a social proof, i.e. a customer review advertising campaign. For example, advertisements with different incentives often work very well. You don't necessarily have to package them with the video, that's of course also possible, but in this case, simple image advertisements often work extremely well. And one more thing is, even if you've successfully scaled your video ads, you shouldn't rest on that success now. You have to keep testing. That means keep testing new creative variants or other formats. There's a lot you can do. Simply to build more columns of working formats, and then simply, let's put it that way, to be able to build a more consistent Facebook system. If it is more difficult for you to generate direct sales with an image ad, you can also build an email list directly. The advantage is quite simple. Generating emails is cheaper than direct sales with advertisements. The advantage is simple. You can then address potential customers directly without having to pay for an advertisement again. This strategy is often worthwhile in the long term, especially in niches with high advertising costs and complicated products. So to summarize, when should you use video ads and when should you use image ads? If it is definitely not possible to convey the message clearly with an image, you should rather test more videos. But if the message can be clearly explained with an image, you should definitely test image ads. My recommendation is always to test both variants, and depending on the situation, to test more of variant A or variant B. Of course, there are also other formats, such as slideshows and carousels, with their own advantages and disadvantages. I even know a few e-commerce companies or friends where the carousel version is the winning advertisement and the most sales come from it. If you would like to see more videos like this, please leave a like and subscribe. You can ask your questions at any time in the comments. Until the next video, your Edzan from Adverfly.